You get your next page out.
Oh, yeah. I love Scrabble. What? We did get our next page. I want to
What was that for?
She was blowing raspberries.
That's
Yeah, their bones. Cats have backbones. So do birds. Frogs. Snakes.
you have the right page out?
Yes. Awesome!
Everybody should have this page.
We do. Oh.
Is it yours?
Where's mine?
Then this is yours.
Let me see if I have a T on it.
No, this is Zion's. Yours is right there. Alright, so we're going to classify animals that have backbones are called vertebrates, right?
Yeah.
Scientists
Vertebrates.
classify vertebrates into 5 main groups called classes. The main groups are down here. So these are the 5 groups of vertebrates.
Color.
So
No.
you are going to color. The first picture is called a what? Bird.
It's a bird.
So look at the word bird on the bottom of your page. Nice shape. See on the bottom of the word bank? Bird. B-I-R-D.
Okay. I-D. I-B-R-D. D-I-O-D. What? Write it.
And then you color your bird.
A man looks like a raccoon. Right now. It's a pea. Where? Where do you want it?
Make a piece with a pencil. Bird. Color your bird. Alright, would you like to color your bird?
Hello? Too busy flying the kite.
For real?
Yeah, it's for real.
Careful.
Look what I'm going.
Color your bird. What color do you want to color your bird?
No.
Okay, a blue bird.
Wait, let me see. What's that bolt? What's that bolt?
You have a red crayon, and then you can start the paper.
Blue. No. Here.
Crayon.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna color my face. This is gonna be
Careful.
I'm gonna color your. Wait. I'm looking for the crayon at all.
Didn't you pick it up off the ground? It's behind you on the shelf. You picked it up. Have a seat.
I'm not coloring my bread on Mocky. I am. What color are fish?
Guy, you want to color your bird? Be careful.
I don't want blue. No, it's color the palette. Gray.
Any color?
Summer dark blue. I'm gonna go fishing and see what color they are.
They're all different colors.
They're white, they're gray, they're black, they're white, they're blue, any color. They're red, they're yellow, they're green, they're blue, they're red, they're yellow, they're black, they're... I don't know what's the color of the back.
Use your imagination.
No. How? I can't use my imagination. I got mad.
Yeah, man.
What? You only gotta color my snake.
See some fish on the page?
No.
No? That's very strange.
This color. Marker this color.
Considering that's what this full of animals.
Was that the fish tree? This is the fish tree. You were right. There. I see more.
See a fish?
Layla. Ooh.
That's a lot.
Ooh. 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 Ah. Ah.
I really need some outside time.
Mom, look at the table. Yeah.
I know.
So hot.
I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit. Don't make it outside.
Ow. What color they are? I'm trying to find which color. I'm trying to find which color I can pick.
Color you can pick the color of your fish.
No, I'm saying on here. What color? The last is gray.
Everybody say hi.
Hi. Hi. That was me. Hi. Hi. Hello.
All right.
How are you? How are you? That was me. That was me. That was me. Who scribbled on my thing?
Look.
This.
Are you coloring or you just
Yeah, that was what? I don't like that.
We'll pick one color and color your fish.
What? But it's my fault. Who took bread from me? Oh, that's so good. Oh,
Here's the braid. Is this the braid that came out of my box?
No. That it came out of there. It came out of there. It's cracked. Oh. I'm a pro.
Have you decided what color you can color your fish?
Not yet.
An inch long. Just color it.
5, 6. 6. That was Thursday. Shark Week. Look at my 7.
What color do you want to color your frog? And amphibians live, some of their life in the water and some of their life on land. Adults breathe with their lungs. So what color are you going to color your frog?
Green.
Color.
Is this? I don't decide. But I like yellow.
It's green, yellow.
What is that eating? A lizard?
But I thought you were looking for a fish.
Yeah, I'm looking at fish. She needs one of these. I didn't want it to color this.
So why did you color it that color?
I want to eat red. Chameleons. He's looking for one of the sea
You
animals.
can color over it. You colored it that color. Color over it if you don't want it that color. You can color over it. What color did you want to color it? Green?
Not those. Those are just big cats.
Color it green.
No.
Okay, let's move on to yours. What's that?
This is snake.
What is a snake called? It's animal classification.
Reptile.
Good job. Color your reptile. What color do you want to color your reptile?
Reptile.
Can be green,
Gray.
brown, gray, orange, yellow,
She wants to color again.
black. Are you going to do any of your science today? No? You just
Black.
be cute today. You color it
Oh,
different.
pretty.
What color are the different colors? Make it color.
She's removing her grip.
color your fish with?
I'm gonna color my.
We've been on looking at fish.
You could do one of the sea animals. Because the sea animals.
There's just so many choices, huh? You can't decide what color to
Yes,
color. Why don't you color one of your other animals and then come back to your fish and make come to you?
Oh no, I don't know what color you can color it. Orange. No. Oh crap!
Come here.
Or it'll turn into a crab.
Did you finish writing?
Yeah.
Look at your fish. You didn't finish. You didn't label your fish
Oh.
and your reptile.
What is a fish?
What is
I
a
see,
fish?
I see a vibrate, a vertebrate. Let me see.
What is a fish?
Let me see.
A fish is a fish.
A fish.
Of course, of course.
Just like fish?
Just like fish.
Right, what?
What is it?
A rat.
This is a mammal raccoon. They have hairs, just like
What
hairs,
color?
and they feed milk to their babies. What color is a raccoon?
It's gray. It's blue.
A raccoon is blue?
Yes. Okay. Is this rat? Is this a raccoon?
That's a porcupine.
A porcupine. Fish. I can't find a raccoon.
What color is a raccoon?
I don't know. I have black.
You can't find a raccoon in your book? Check your book.
Raccoon.
Do you have raccoon on the cover?
No.
You might.
What? Here. Who's done? I'm done. I'm not done. I'm done. Wait. This is stuck in my teeth. I'm gonna pull my teeth out. They're gonna hurt you though. They're gonna hurt you. Can you see?
Let's see.
Yeah, maybe we'll look for a bit. I'm trying to show this something. Oh my god, it's me. On the side.
You decided on the very nice.
I saw that one. A snake.
You saw that one? Oh, geez.
Let it clap and the green line will go up. Like this up. Nope. No. No, we're making the green line go up instead of down. Look at it. See?
Well, no, that's the green line. That's the volume. Turn around.
Stop.
You know what happens when you do that? You make an echo. Don't do that. It makes an echo when you clap like that. Too much interference.
What?
And then nobody can really hear it.
And a what?
Interference.
Can I go now?
I need you to finish.
I can.
You labeled your picture?
Look at this.
Oh, it's great. Let me see your next page.
I didn't green. He said green yellow.
Oh, yes, it says, what do the instructions say now? Color your backgrounds, right?
Right now?
Let me see your page.
There. Where are my tasks? Ah!
See your folder. What? Oh, what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Yellow, green. Yellow, green.
Hi, Miss Tracy, Vicky, Freeman, Live, Submit to Christ.
No,
Ooh, that's a wicked echo.
the pillow when you choose pillow. I'm going to color my cat gray and my fish brown. You don't have a cat.
Look.
I know where
Okay, this one, we are just coloring our
cat.
That's it.
Backbones are supposed to be white.
You have a point. Let's color them gray.
No.
Let's just color them gray so that we can see them. But you do have a point. I didn't think about that. I didn't even think about that. You're too smart for me. But the paper says color your backbone, so that's not very. Yeah. I need to pay closer attention to what I do.
I got a bottle in my hand.
Whoever wrote that. For real? Stop.
Maybe gave it to me. You think I got those?
What's on your page?
Yes.
Hey, where you going?
Guys calling me.
I right there.
I'm giving that team one ball.
Here. Here. Color your backbone. Color him gray.
I don't
Look, we will do this one in the morning.
have.
This one is for your notebook.
About
You want to write about amphibians since you guys love frogs so much.
No,
You're going to tell me all the facts about frogs. And
no, we
know.
don't like frogs yet until we see a frog. Stop.
Color your amphibian. Color your backbone. Are you going to color? Color your pictures right here for me so you can catch up.
There is a green baby. No, that's the yellow green.
Remember earlier you were upset because you missed the lesson. So now you're in here so you can do the lesson with everybody else.
Yeah, that's yellow green.
So this morning you all will see on a vlog. It was Bible.
What about this? I want a button green. Here.
Get up. Off the floor.
Yes, Layla, the light greens are yellow greens. These yellow greens.
Let me talk at you for a minute. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
I'm going in there. When are you gonna put on food?
No, that's not what I said. Be quiet.
What? Tell me.
All right. Finish your color your backbone to do your animals so you can remember which one has backbone. It's not funny.
Yes.
Color them. See all the bones that they have in their body?
Color all the bones.
Yes, color all of the backbone. Yeah, she missed our Bible, our start of the day. She was upset, so she had to do her lesson by herself. But yeah, you guys will see that in the vlog. Probably try to get it up tomorrow. It's been a very long day. These kids have been in the house and it's hot outside. But behaviors. They just bouncing off the wall in the backyard. You going to the backyard?
Yes.
After you finish?
I'm done.
Let me see you back home.
Wait, I gotta cover my eyes. I'm slithering on this guy's chair.
Like a reptile?
Yeah. Snake. I wanna have 8 legs. You wanna be a spider? Just so it can stick to the wall. Why do you wanna be an arachnid with hair on its legs? Because I wanna put it in a and I want to bite it 2 times so I can kill them. And they die.
Not cool at all.
Not cool. That is cool.
We have a blue crayon behind you. You know that?
That's not true.
Try your best. I'm going to read a little bit about mammals.
Okay. How much about mammals?
Okay. See?
I don't want to go to the back. I want to go right there.
Okay.
To the left.
Let me read the lesson. Mice and elephants are both mammals because they both have fur. What other animals can you think of? They have fur. Yes, they have very fine fur that we can't really see unless we're right under them.
What?
What other animals can you think of that have fur?
I'm looking for a raccoon.
What other animals can you think of? Here, take this one.
No.
I didn't see a raccoon. I didn't see a raccoon in that one. We really didn't look. I didn't see a raccoon. Can you find me? See in this one. If you can find a raccoon in this one. Check this one for me. Check this one for me. And see if you see that. So what other animals have fur on their bodies? We'll trade with 3. Trade hooks. Well, then you need to listen. Can you tell me what animal you can think of that has fur on their bodies?
Lions.
Lions. Good answer. What else, lady?
Tigers.
Good answer. 3.
Cheetahs. No.
Yes.
Those out there.
There are hundreds of animals that have fur on their bodies.
I
Mammals also give birth to their babies. Mammals don't lay eggs, right? Chickens lay eggs, yes. You're right, so. And mammals feed their babies milk.
They're bleeding on their legs.
Not bleeding.
No raccoon, only Peppa.
Only Peppa. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. That means the body temperature stays the same no matter what temperature is around them.
Oh, yeah.
So even if it's cold, their body is warm.
Also, what be
When you put their lungs, and when you look at little kittens, hairy monkeys, or huge elephants, remember they're all animals. You found a raccoon in that book? Good, because this Untitled book did not have. Let me see if you call that. That's a baby animal book. Okay. The Untitled book is missing a lot of animals.
I figured. I was thinking. Why you want to read this
The
book?
most familiar word is
Wait, go back.
listen.
No, I don't know what color they
Layla.
are.
The most familiar phrase on earth are mammals.
Layla, this is the color of the raccoon.
Okay, Tari, can you tell me one of the characteristics of a mammal? What does mammal
Hair.
hair?
Look.
What else do they do?
Eat.
What do they feed their babies?
Milk.
Do they lay eggs?
This This could take a while.
This could take a while because you need to decide what color the inch ball.
Yes. It's green. Yellow green.
That's why it takes all day for school.
What's up?
I love so
Look, what is this? Yellow green. Look at the color green. We're not going to do something.
Mammals? What kind of blood do mammals have?
Cold blood.
Cold? Are you sure?
Warm blood. Hot blood. You see your country.
And listen to this. One interesting fact, you guys already know this. Dolphins are not fish, they're mammals.
You don't have to read it. What color is their fur?
Whose fur?
Dolphin's fur.
Brown and gray?
No, just gray and black. Okay. Yeah, just color it black. See, the black one over there.
So their hair does not give them protection from the cold. It's their blood that protects them from being cold.
That was making her the emperor raccoon with gold.
So people are what?
Mammals. No, we're animals.
What?
We are animals. Mom, I'm making yes, we are. Mom, I'm making my raccoon to guard all that's gold. Mammals are animals. It's a golden raccoon.
Mammals are animals. Okay.
You
Man is not an... Okay, I know what you're saying. Man is not an ordinary animal. We share the same characteristics as mammals. But most scientists classify humans as mammals.
Hey, you throw that ball.
And we know from Genesis 1:26-27 that man alone was created in God's image, right? We were not created for God's image. Because the Bible tells us, right, Leah?
Yes. Give me that one.
Are you going to put all of your
Zebra. I'm going to flush myself.
This for tomorrow, large and small mammals.
Not for tomorrow.
It's for tomorrow.
Let's see.
This Hi, Miss Crystal. Fun times with the kiddos. Oh yeah, they're having fun. And it's already 5 o'clock, so we're kind of winding down the day. I have dinner in the crock pot. It's been a fun day.
Dinner in the crock pot.
Are you mocking me for it?
I don't know how to smell.
Aren't they well behaved?
Aren't they well behaved? I don't know how to smell frog either. I don't want to smell frog either.
It's not, you're not writing frog, you're writing amphibian. Amphibian.
Yeah, I know. Don't have to write amphibian again.
Did you already write it? That's not a amphibian.
Right.
That's a you need to switch it.
Cut. Ow.
Look. Come here, Zai. Zai. Come here. You want to put your...
So what's an amphibian? Roll. How do you want to put it?
Do you want to go outside?
Yes.
Quit climbing on my furniture. Put your papers in your folder and put your folder in your box.
Stop. My folder is on my box.
Whose folder is that?
That's Layla's.
That's Layla.
Yeah, that.
Come here.
Oh.
Find your folder and put your papers in your work box. Put it in your folder. Where's your folder? That's
It's
you put it away without your paper.
It's right.
I'm not responsible for your paper.
It's right here.
Put it away.
Wow. Wow.
This must be yours on the floor.
No. 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 No.
Put it in the middle one. How did it get on the floor if it was in there? You didn't put it in the work box. You put it on the floor.
No, I didn't.
So it just got there, right?
No. Let's tell the floor. Snake.
What is a snake? A reptile.
I don't know the spell reptile.
Come here, brother. Come here.
So what is a raccoon?
A mammal.
I just said. Now, what is a raccoon called?
It's called a mammal.
Yes. Right, mammal. Ooh.
Now, you guys, pay attention. She's always the one lagging, and I'm not saying this to be mean.
No, they was dominant.
Go, get down.
I'm gonna play out.
She's never wants to work up to speed. You can put your shoes on.
Shoot. Y'all go play out. They can go outside without me. What is a snake?
What did I just say a snake was?
Reptile?
Okay, right, reptile.
No.
Come here, lady. Bring me your phone. Patience. Great patience. Come here. Look at your word bank down here. See the word bank at the bottom of the page? That's R. There you go. Somebody's not helping her with her shoes.
You said we're going to rest in here.
No, I said you can put your shoes on and you can go outside. Look, Bertha, you're a little bit too heavy to be sitting like that. Well, you have that on here. Will you pick up that pencil and then go and help her get her shoes on?
See where I mean? My forehead.
Can you pick up the pencil?
Like this?
I-L-E. It's right here. Just step up, buddy. Oh boy. One of those days. Would you do me a favor, put the pencil and the crayons away? Is everybody else got now? Everybody wanted to clean off the table.
You can
Go out.
Then I have to get a door. Yeah.
So how are you all today? What have you been up to? I hope you enjoyed this little short live lesson. Like I said, the rest of the morning, will be on a vlog. And I'm trying to think. It probably is a good, maybe half hour. So you guys can kind of get a feel for what's going on around here. Today was science and Bible, and I tried to tackle one main subject and add in whatever else I can add in, provided everybody is cooperating and I'm not having any interruptions or anything like that. And we go from there. So 35 minutes, 45 minutes per whatever, and that's it. Whatever we don't finish gets left for the next day or whenever we loop back around to whatever it is we were working on. So, these were two things that we do together. Geography is another one. What's the matter? The rest of the things require a little one-on-one. So it's kind of harder for me to share. It's easier for me to do those things in vlog. It's harder to share in a live session because obviously they're going to be coming in and out, interrupting us, and it'll just kind of mess up the flow of what's going on. So I kind of leave those things for the vlog, but then I try to do it in real time so that you guys can see real time just how the time is being spent. Let's see, our week is pretty much planned out. Everything is laid out. And things are going. I've just been busy, which is why you guys haven't seen me that much. Just trying to catch up and.
Mom looked at her bike by accident.
She did what?
Then she started crying outside.
Okay, she's not hurt. But yeah, I've just been busy trying to organize things and reorganize. And it's just taking some time to do. Let's see. Someone says, hi Vicky, I'm well with you. Has everybody else started school? Are you all still on a break? We start on August 23rd. Oh, cool. Nice long break still. Excuse me. It seems like I needed it. Yeah, I needed it too. But my break came in the form of moving, and I'm trying to realign and start at the same time. But it's working. I'm just now getting into my little groove, and it's working. And because it's so hot, if you guys are wondering, we year-round school, but because it's so hot, I'm like the majority of Texas homeschool moms. We start in the summer, in June, because it's too hot to be outside. And I mean hot. And it's like if you're not back in the house by 8 in the morning, you can forget it. You'll burn up outside. So we take advantage of having to be in the house. And then once school starts, let's see, they start early. They start on the 14th this year. So we only have like 2 weeks out left public school. But usually by middle September, end of September, it starts to cool off enough to be outside. And so we'll ease up so that we can go out and about. My goal is to, my plan is to get to the zoo. But I know I'm going to wait until probably October, November before that happens. So, that'll be the big, end of the year, whatever. And after that, we're not doing anything else. And then we need to wrap things up like April this year or next year because we are going to take a break. We have to take a break to go to kids' graduations. So we have a college and high school graduation. So we have to kind of wrap up. So I kind of had to get a jump and just keep it going. Jesse says we're in Georgia, so I get it. Yeah, this heat is no joke. And see, Texas heat is it's not like anybody else's heat. It's a dry heat. I've lived in California in the heat. It's okay, even if it's 110. I mean, I'm hot. It's windy, but out here, it's dry and humid. It's like 80 degrees, and it feels like 120 degrees. I'm like, it was a big transition coming from California to Texas, and even in the desert in California, it wasn't that bad. So, Louisiana heat. Yeah, I grew up in the Louisiana heat when I was young. It was hot. We stayed in the house mostly in the summertime. So I've been trying to catch up on blogs. You guys been putting blogs, Miss Freeman, left and right, and I've been trying to keep up. So that's where I'm at. I'm slowly but surely making my rounds, trying to watch everybody and support everybody. It's just fun to, to be able to keep up. And see what everybody's doing this summer. Seems like everybody's just enjoying summer and just chilling and I know it seems like, we're doing school, but we're chilling. We're really, I'm up to speed, but I'm relaxing a little bit. He was like, LOL. The heat wave just ended here. Uh, Tracy says, I can never keep up with everyone. I know it's so hard. It's so hard. And it's like, I'm not doing it intentionally, but sometimes I'm not even remotely near any kind of social media. I'm just, whatever. I thought about putting up the vlog I put up today. I was going to put it up last night. Yeah, or yesterday. That didn't happen. I just said, forget it. And then I had another one. I haven't done the haul yet. That stuff is still sitting here. I'm just, I don't know. So focused on trying to get myself organized because I think that's more of a priority. A lot of our videos are way behind. Yeah, that's how I am. I think I caught up pretty much to probably May. I don't know. There's probably a couple clips that I may or may not share. And then I know I have something from April. Somebody asked me, it's a request, and I did record some. So, but it's part of, I need to do a little sit down. So I need to get that done. Normally, if it's a request, I try to get them just, quick turnaround, but it's been taking me so long. So, but yeah, I think I'm all cut up. Pretty much what I'm putting up now is June and July. So I did good to get up last night's footage this morning. I get up this morning's footage tomorrow. Last week's footage, I don't know. It's either hit or miss, but yeah, hit or miss. I think I had another request come in the last live, so I need to get that done. But I'm just now, I was sitting here thinking about something I always say when you're starting homeschooling to take it easy. Give yourself a lot of grace for the first couple of years because it's a trial and error. And I know I have, the older kids, and I've been homeschooling forever, but different, because the little kids are little, it's like starting over again. I just now realized I just hit my groove.
Mom, can we have some ice cream to cool us down? Yeah.
You can wait a few.
It's way too hot.
Yeah, it is way too hot. Go wash your hands and just have a seat in the living room, okay? I know it kind of seems like I had things together. I'm not saying I didn't or anything. I'm not like I didn't know what I was doing, but things were kind of chaotic the past couple of years. But now I just started to really, the kids are more mature. Their abilities have changed, and it kind of helped me out for the greater good. So I'm learning what's working more and leaning more on that. So it's not so much of a trial and error period anymore, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's just something that, just naturally occurs, and you have to give yourself a couple of years. Even coming from a teaching background, this is totally different from, public school. I don't bring public school, ways home. And Another thing that's different for me, and Tracy may be able to kind of relate, having the kids close in age when twins. You know, I know you helped your mom out in child care. So, what are you doing? Yeah, you kind of, it's different when it's.
Ice cream.
What is that in your hair? For real? You know what I had to go through with this? This is these little sticky things. That's all right. I'm de-stick you later on. At least it's not wet. Don't wet your hair, okay? Just go wash your hands and sit down.
We did wash our hands.
Okay, sit down. I had to do hair the other day, and I had to flat iron and trim the ends. So it was another thing. A job in itself. It's been lasting, but I haven't flat ironed their hair in a long time. I mean, I trim twice a year. I need to be a little bit more diligent. I just totally left the topic, but it's either, I think in January I did a tension blow dry and I trimmed. This time I did a flat iron and I trimmed. Yeah, because I let it dry for a couple days and then I did it. Anywho, yeah, it's different. It's different when you are, helping other kids and doing other kids, but when you have your own kids, yeah, it just totally changes the ball game, and you pay more attention to detail. Schooling, reading, yes, hair days are its own job. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to get a handle on that. I'm really loving the flat iron deal. I'm not gonna lie, but I combed their hair last night. It don't even look like it. All they did was went to sleep. I didn't tie it up, but it looks a mess. And I'm not. You guys, y'all know about kids in hair. That's why I didn't bother doing it before I turned on the camera, because But I'm getting my daughter's hair braided next week. Oh well, yeah, I thought about braiding too, but I'm loving the flat iron deal. I just want to see how long they can go without getting it wet and sweating it out. And I'm probably going to just keep it braided. Hopefully, it's just the water is really hard, and it's hard to keep it braided and keep it moist. So I need to figure that out. I'm doing hair now. You doing the finger like, girl, that's a job. My fingers hurt. I know the feeling. That's that little one. Let's see, did I blog? Nope, I didn't blog it. But I finally got her to let me detangle her hair. She fell asleep while I was washing it, and I detangled it and got all the knots out. And it's about it's about 2 inches above her waist. What's the matter? Even though it don't look like it. But I didn't flat iron her hair. She wouldn't let me do it. It's too much. I wouldn't even attempt. You want to put on your tuner?
Yeah. I want to change it on your tuner.
Okay. Come here. Stand up for me. How you looking? You looking good?
No.
You not looking good? No?
Change it into the tuner.
I'm going to change it into the tuner a little bit. Tariq? So, yeah, the struggle is real with this. I don't know what to do. I need to find a miracle. Because I just don't know what to do with it. You said I do know what to do with it. Leave it alone. That's what she want me to do. Leave it alone. Tariq? Go to Bella. Or is that Tariq coming?
What? I don't like that little
wait a minute. Who is what? Nobody's name is what? Come here.
I do not like that little hall.
A hall?
Yes.
Come here.
Hog is the word ball. She's hogging the TV for herself.
My goodness. Behaviors.
Because I don't like when people think they buy the TV.
Come here. Come here. What did we talk about being high? I want you to change it. She's getting a half hour and you get a half hour. That's why I gotta get rid of this TV. It's causing too many behaviors.
Ice cream.
You have to wait.
We saw an ice cream truck.
I bet.
That was a Ninja Turtle ice cream truck.
But anyway, back to this school thing. You have to, it takes a while to get into a nice little groove. And then, sometimes when you do, life happens and you end up somewhere else. But it all works out. We get stuff done. I just need to, I'm not a schedule person, but I need to get more schedule-like. I need to simplify the routine. And what I'm trying to do is, I say 45 minutes. I don't ever time it, but I need to stick to a 45-minute max. Because I find that we end up doing 1 or 2 lessons a day. And that always happens. It's not that we're over lessons or over planned. We're not completely finishing. Like mammals, we started actually 2-3 weeks ago, and we didn't finish. And so it's not that it's a very long lesson. It's just a couple short chapters, but we have other things going on, so it takes a little longer to cycle back around. So I'm trying to keep it streamlined so we can get through stuff more efficiently and just complete everything we need to complete without having huge gaps. Because it seems like a lesson turns into a unit study, and that's not what I intend. Sometimes it's, them want to learn something else, and so we'll go off the plan and do something else and then come back to it. But I need them to understand that we can't keep doing that. We have things to do, and we have to get them done. We definitely have to get them done. You know, everybody has to learn nouns and verbs and adverbs and all of that jazz to get to the next level. And they always want to deviate. And, you know, sometimes we have to do this in order to get to there. So that is what I mean by routine. Layla. And schedule. Just take it one day at a time. Go tell that. Ask Layla to come here for me. So far, you know, it has been working. It's just getting them to understand that, you know, you don't do one thing and then you're done. Because that's their thing. They want to do one thing and say, okay, we're done. School is over. And, oh, I want to take a nap. And they don't even take naps. So, and then it's funny because the times I don't need them in here, they want to come in here and bother me. But when they need to be in here, they don't want to be in here. So we need to find a happy medium. Yeah, they are a mess. It's like they know. It's like when you go to the bathroom, they have that radar. They don't bother me in the bathroom that often. But as soon as I come in here and I'm trying to work, will you please turn it, give her 30 minutes, and then we'll turn it back, okay? Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, I'll give her 30 minutes to watch something and then
Hi. Okay.
No. Yeah. No. No, do something. Talking to Kelly. No, Nina, no.
See, I know I'm letting them watch TV, but this is why I go out and say get rid of the TV. I tell you guys, if you ever pay attention to your kids, certain channels I don't let them watch anyway, but certain channels cause severe behavior issues, just like video games. So I don't even let them watch that stuff. But for sanity's sake, right now they're watching a little something because I just need a little break. But they have mainly been on. I don't know if you all follow. We follow on YouTube. It's a series called Are We There Yet? And the kids go all around the world traveling to different places. And it's usually no more than like 7 minutes. But it's really fun and educational. And they sit down and watch that as well as National Geographic Kids. So it's usually educational stuff. But as you hear, they are watching some Nick Jr. And yeah, I'm getting ready to get rid of the cable anyway. These people want to rob me for money. And it's not what I signed up for. I'm like, I could do without. And they were trying to charge me $300 for not even 30 days worth of service. I say, y'all have to be out your mind. That's the reason why I got rid of the TVs for 8 years or something. I don't need TV, let alone cable. I don't even need the TV. But you're not going to charge me $300. Like, the TV have to be interactive in order for me to be paying that much. So, yeah. I know what you mean. My husband wants to keep his NFL channels, but I want to save them. Yeah. Like I said, this is something, you know, TV is something I got rid of right away. It saves a lot of money. That's the first thing, you know, people never think about, but you put in a lot, uh, you know, it's like $1,200, $1,500 a year that you could save. And, yeah, that's where all my book calls came from. no cable. You guys did not realize that. So, yeah, it's a lot you can do with that money. So I am definitely getting ready to get rid of it. I think what's going to happen is I don't have I'm not one to keep up with all this new stuff, new technology. But what we thought about is streaming TV or streaming the YouTube stuff that they watch through the TV. So Target has a TV with a built-in Roku for like 250 or 260. So I'm thinking about that. We have for them because there's only one TV in the house. When I got a TV, it's just one. It's an old what do you call them kind of TV? It's not a flat screen. Before the flat screen, the full size TV. Because I don't want nobody messing up flat screens. It's kids' heart on stuff. But I always keep those kind of TVs. But that's what's in there. It's a big 32-inch or something like that. So I'm thinking about getting that thing with Roku and just get rid of the cable and the internet. Because I mainly got it for the internet. So I can do everything I need on Wi-Fi.
Why do we have to go out to let the mosquitoes bite me?
Well, why did you go out?
They bit me right here.
Okay. Well, just keep your hands clean and it should be okay.
No, what I just cleaned my neck.
Yeah, it's not bad. I forgot what size. It's a decent size, but I forgot. I can't tell you the exact size of it. But we just looked at it a couple weeks ago when I was busy fussing with the cable people for hours. And then it was funny. Well, it wasn't funny, but I kept having to call in because they mysteriously kept disconnecting from me. And then when the little survey came in and it was saying, you do the survey and how was the service and yada yada. It got to one of the questions. What did the question say? Would you recommend the service or would you recommend that person? Would you want to talk to that person that helped you? And it said 1 being no, 10 being yes. I pushed 1. No, I don't want to talk to her again. Okay. And then it said, "Oh, excuse me, we didn't recognize your answer." And I had it on speakerphone, so we were both listening. And I said, "Listen to this," and I pushed 1 again. We did not recognize your answer. And then it said, please. It said, please answer, using 1 to 10 on a 1 to 10 scale. I pushed 1 again, and then it hung up. It was like, that's why y'all not get my money. Wouldn't even let me do the survey because I want to answer honestly. So, and then it kept saying, if you would like to change your answer, press this. But no, I don't want to change my answer. I said no. I'm unsatisfied. So, yeah, automated survey would not even let you do the survey, honestly. So, that's sad. But, yeah. People are a mess. They are a hot mess. They meant to. Yeah, because they only can keep you on for so long. And, like I said, we had been around about 2 people. Then I had to call back. And I said, forget this. I've been on the phone for too long. I'm going to call back tomorrow. So, yeah, they are a hot mess. See, we have one of those fire sticks. Yeah, I thought about getting a fire stick too. I gotta, like I said, this TV is old, so it doesn't, it's just a TV. It's not HD or anything. So that's why I figured we might as well get that one, and that way they can watch in the, it in the living room. Because I don't let them on the computers. My kid and tablets, we don't do that. I don't let them on just, have free run of stuff. The other computer is next to me. And if they're on it, I'm sitting right here. least in the living room, they'll be pretty safe to stream what I need them to watch. I've been thinking about the Fire Stick. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, these people, when they come to these services, boy, they sure do try to get you. And then I looked at, what did I look at? AT&T service every 3 months. 'Cause I think it's the fourth month they start. It's that fine print. If you don't read that fine print and call by the third month, you in trouble. If they have your bill jacked up $40 every 4 months. So, no, thank you. I don't need y'all even. So yeah, that's what they tried to tell me. I had some kind of movie channels or something. I said, lady, I don't even watch TV. I couldn't even tell you the channels, the name of the channels, and I don't watch no movies. So I don't know who authorized that. I didn't. You have to wait. And then they was telling me about the movies being ordered. And get this. I say, I ordered one movie one time. That was a couple years ago when we saw that the movie's Home came out, DreamWorks. And then I ordered the thing on the, the pay-per-view little stuff. And, I don't know, do you play the movie for, 3 days or something before it's done? So she told me, and we had just got here. Stuff just got installed, and the next day, movies was being ordered. And, she looked at the the bill, and she said, wait a minute, why are y'all ordering the same movie in multiple times in the same day? Okay, and then I got $50 worth of charges on this on-demand pay-per-view junk. I said, that's what I want to know. Because don't y'all have it set when you order a movie, you pay for a movie, you're paying for it for a couple of days view? How are you able to order the same movie again in the same day 3 or 4 times? So yeah, y'all have to look. People be trying to get you for no reason. She was like, oh. I say, yeah, y'all better get that mess off my bill because I'm not paying. And I say, the second I have the pin lock, I have the remote controls, and I have it set to where you have to call in to authorize a movie. You can't just use the remote. You have to wait a minute. So I don't know what they did, but I said, and then your installer did a poor job. He didn't even check to see that the service was working. He told me to check my phone, and I said, you know what? I never lie when it comes to service. I don't rely on my phone. I said, because our phones will have Wi-Fi. We always have service on our phones, but when it comes to the internet cable, sometimes we'll have service on the internet and no TV, or vice versa, or neither one. So I said I could be picking up computer Wi-Fi from my phone, but he didn't turn the channels or anything. And then and then after he left, here come my phone ringing, the survey, and then the technician called for the survey. I said, I can't answer a survey because the service doesn't work. I can't even verify it works. So if you want an honest answer, you need to send him back out here. You have to wait a minute. Okay, go sit down. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. So I ended up fixing it. It was something he didn't even connect. Come here. But normally when they come out and set up the service, they turn the channels and make sure your passcodes are set up and, all that kind of stuff. This guy didn't do anything. Go sit. Can you pick up that book off the floor, please? It's itching. So yeah, that is why you do have to wait. I'd rather keep my money. Come here. You're gonna have to wait. Go into the room. You have to wait. I don't know that I want to give them ice cream. It's already 5:50. Ice cream makes them hyper. If I give them ice cream, they have to have ice cream in the morning, like right after breakfast, because they end up on 10 all night. It happens every time. That's because they're not used to eating all that sugar. Keep my money. Yes, ma'am. I can keep my money. I'm cheap like that. I can buy some books, read some books. I just don't pay for that. I heard somebody say the other day, cheap homeschooling, and they were talking about Netflix. I said, Netflix free? And free TVs where? Let me know. Ain't no part of Netflix or TV cheap in homeschooling. You have to pay for that mess. I would never recommend anybody get that. That is just, I don't know. I don't know how to people think. But, that is one of the most expensive ways to homeschool. You don't even need internet to homeschool. So, yeah. I cannot, I can't fathom that. If I've done it successfully and proved that you don't need internet, I know you don't need it. That's just a myth, and people run with it. You know, it's convenient, but if you truly can't afford it, which most people can, most of us can't, it's a luxury. You know, it just, yeah, you don't need it though. Let me go back here. Freeman Light, yeah, no, you don't need it. Thank you for that. Let me go back. You said I was trying to print some stuff from TPT, but my printer started acting up. Oh no. Yeah, let me see how many TPT tabs do I have open. Just two. Oh boy. But I haven't been on there this week. What's today? Monday? Yeah, I haven't been on TPT. I think I took everything I needed. And I'm trying to use what I took and organize what I took and stuff like that. But, yeah, there's some awesome things on there. Just all of their notebooking stuff. That's where I get that stuff from. A lot of their, what do you call it? A lot of the books, when I buy books, I'm always looking for, first of all, books that I'm very familiar with, because I have to read all the books before I give them to the kids. I don't just buy books and say, here. I don't do that because I have to know what's in them. But I'm always looking for things that go with the books. If somebody has made a, even if it's just a chapter, book report or, little unit or something, some activities, I look for those things when I purchase books. And that way I can use the books, especially for a lesson, not just buy a book just to buy a book because I can get books for cheap. Y'all know that. But I don't just like to go buy every book. I pass up so many books, it's not even funny. So I'll get on there and find the little, things like that. And that way I can tie them back in and we're not just reading books for no reason. I shouldn't say for no reason, but, just reading just to say we're reading. I like to have them. A lot of the books that I do choose are really, heavy literature based. That's what they like. And so they like to be able to sit down and discuss them and talk about them and, learn. And so they want to write about them. And, draw things that they remember. So that's what I look for, those kind of activities. And TPT is just awesome for that. I see there's so much free stuff on there. It's just a good go-to place. Just print and go. Look at this. I'm trying to think. Does anybody else have any other resources that they use for material? I don't think everybody knows about TPT. My dinner is smelling good in there. I need to get in there and finish because it's already 6 o'clock. It's only an hour. Yeah, get done. And no doubt they'll be back in here in a minute bugging me about some ice cream. So, I have to give them a little bit and let them go back outside and run off their energy. I don't know if I show you guys. I need to share their curriculum, but this is what we were using today. Okay, let's see. You guys know I love answers in Genesis. That's what that is. Yeah. We did science last year, and I just kind of did because science is not a requirement for us. They like science though, but I did the science fusion because it was an all around science curriculum. Now we've gone back. We've been using answers because I use answers with Javen as well. But we've gone back and we're focusing because answers is broken down by animals, plants, um, people, or was it humans? Um, it goes all the way up through high school. So I have the what am I trying to say? The whole curriculum. It's like a $400 curriculum, but well worth it. And you get the, I'm gonna have to share this. You get the reproducibles in the disc that come with it. So you guys are on the look. If you're looking for some science that you don't have to buy, and you want to invest, even if you have to buy it piece by piece, it's still a good investment. But if you find, like I saw somebody recently, there was a bid war too on eBay. Somebody was selling a whole set for $100 and it started at $125. It was 2 sets. One set sold for $157, and it's on sale now for $2.99 or $3.99. It's on sale for $2.99. No, it's on sale for $3.99. Because it's on sale for $2.99. $2.99 because it's $400. Anyway, but it was a good deal. So I was like, yeah, if you see the curriculum, it's worth it. Yeah, especially with all the teachers manuals and everything with it. But it's really short and it's broken down for all 3 levels for elementary, middle, and high school in one book. So the little lesson that I read to them from, that's all the lesson. And then they have a little activity sheet to do with it. And then the other portion is just another, it's like 2 more portions, and they're color coded by the grade level. So I will share, I'm going to share the curriculum, and then I'll go into individual curriculum. If that makes sense. That's what they do. Like I said, we're focusing on animals this part of the year. And I think we'll probably move into the human body, because I already started prepping my human body stuff. And so I can just focus on that and get it out the way. I've already introduced it. But to actually teach it and move on, that's what I need to do. And then we'll move into plants somehow. I guess probably towards the end. And it'll probably take us through some of them. Oh yeah, this is cool. It goes, like I said, astronomy, chemistry, physics. So they're very, very, very detailed with their curriculum. I'm happy, they're happy, and they learn. And then I throw in my little supplements that we have. Oh boy. And then for my phone, I tossed my phone somewhere. Oh, it's way back here. Yeah. Make sure I'm not missing the calls. It's 86 degrees. Not that hot. I think it was 88 yesterday. It just feels like it's burning up out there. It's on 80-some degrees. That's bad. It's just being inside. The heat has been making me tired. That's another thing I've been dealing with lately. I've just been so tired. And part of that is my fault. My iron was very low. And then just the way I was eating. So I had to throw in some meat. I can definitely tell when I don't. My iron was just too low. I'm not a meat person, but I have to eat it. Because I was basically, I would sleep well at night, wake up in the morning, and by 12 o'clock, I would be sitting here dead tired. And I don't even take naps. I've never been a nap person, and I was just, the fatigue was so extreme. It was like being pregnant when somebody, was pregnant and they're tired. And I was never tired during my pregnancies. I worked. So, yeah, I had to get up and go to work. I wouldn't, sleep or anything. But I had just been so tired the past month. And just to even sit here and talk to you guys, it was just not happening. I don't know how we made it through this month. When I said I had to throw some meat in the crock pot. I have to. And I have my, I'm standing on top of my smoothies and just trying to make sure I get the right mix. And so that's been helping. Yeah, I just literally would wake up and be tired. I would wake up and come in, sit down, and be tired. Or, wash some dishes or do some laundry, and I would just physically be exhausted from doing just that. said, grace. That's what has gotten me this far. They say beet juice, ma'am. Oh yeah, it gives you strength, physical, and the Lord gives us strength spiritually. Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, I have to pray an anointing um, every day over school, and that's just how, like I said, I think I've gotten to this point where I've gotten into my groove, and because I just been praying about it. I'm not doubting myself, but I just feel that we are not coming full circle when we need to. And, excuse me, I was just really trying to, experimenting. Somebody asked recently about, they wanted to get their feet wet with homeschooling, and they asked, was this a good time? And I say, yeah, summertime's a good time. So I feel like I was still in that getting my feet wet period with them, because you guys know I'm not totally opposed to public school. They would go to a charter, but I'm not totally opposed to it. It just depends on what season I'm in my life. And I don't want to, if I'm not feeling well, I don't want them to suffer because of my health. So I had to definitely, think about my well-being and think about them. If I don't feel like, if I don't, and I can't fake that. If I'm not in front of you all and I'm telling you, I don't feel like doing anything, how am I possibly able to school them effectively? I have to, you know, weigh good versus bad and say, hey, something has to give. And I know a lot of parents have done this, mom or dad have gotten sick and they had to put the kids in school, and, then they take them out. And it's just, all sorts of seasons. And so that's what I have been thinking about. But, I feel much better. I just, spiritually, physically, I feel much better. I have more energy. But yeah, I still have my days, where it's just everybody's not wanting to do something. What was that? I think I was vlogging yesterday in the morning, and somebody said, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, because I vlogged in the morning and in the evening. Somebody said they didn't want to do spelling. We have those days when we don't want to do stuff. And I just, okay, bye. And they'll come back in, and then they'll do something later on. I don't push them. Because there are days when I just don't feel like doing anything either. Coming back for ice cream, huh? Let's see. Tracy said that's how I feel too. Sometimes breaks are good. Yes. Freedom is life. I'm glad you're feeling better. Well, thank you, dear. Yeah, I'm glad I am too. Vitamin B17. Yes, I am. Being low iron, that just drains all your vitamins anyway. And I've been anemic for life. And I'm not, just a little bit. I'm a lot. And it was it was bad. And I know if I had gone to the doctor, they'd probably been trying to give me a transfusion, because that's just how bad I felt. So, yeah, I have to, you know, make sure I'm doing the right thing and eating the right thing. And I know, I did say meat, and I know that, you know, everybody has to do for them. You know, I'm conscious, but I have to be extra conscious. Not everything can come in the way of vegetables and beans. I have to balance this stuff out. And, you know, a lot of the iron rich, you know, beans are kind of non-emo. But a lot of them are estrogen rich. And that's bad for me. I'm too old to be trying to take a lot of estrogen. So it messes up my system. Like I love chickpeas, but I can't eat chickpeas like I used to. There's too much estrogen now. So the stuff that you think is good for you is really not that good once you get a certain age. It makes me feel so bad. So I just figure once I throw in a piece of something, I'll be okay. Good job. The oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for spirit heaviness. They may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. Isaiah 61 and 3. Oh, well, thank you for that. Where are the what?
Where are your stickers?
I don't know. Were there stickers in there? I didn't know there were stickers in there. There were?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe somebody took them out. I don't know. Yeah, definitely. A lot of times. Worship and praise. Yeah. A lot of times. That's why I said I just been away from you all and from everything, just trying to kind of decompress. I just want to spend the summer doing nothing. You know, I know we have to school, but I don't want to do anything. You know, I still have clothes to unpack. That stuff is just gonna wait. I said by September I'll get in the rooms and get the stuff where it needs to be. I don't care. Uh, just we're getting dressed just fine. The less clothes we have, the better. That means I have to wash, and I already wash. Green juices. Yeah, and that's what I do. Help my energy a lot. I need to incorporate. Yes, we do take walks every evening, every other evening. We'll take a walk, a nice, like 20-minute walk. Mhm.
Ice cream.
You want ice cream? Okay. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, I do throw my beets in, and I know some people have uh, issues with the beets. I don't have any problem. I don't taste them in my I don't taste them in my smoothies or in my juices. They don't taste bad, and I don't put fruit in the kids. Sometimes I throw some fruit in theirs. In mine, I don't put fruit. Vicky, what do you put in your green juices? Mm. Whatever I have, plus carrot, ginger, maybe an apple. Yeah, if I have most of the time, if I do an apple, it's a green apple. These green apples have less sugar and half a lemon. Yeah, no. And I put all kind of stuff in mine. Spinach and flaxseed. I use chia seeds, all kinds of stuff. Chard. I'm waiting for the weather to cool down to get back in the kitchen. I haven't been cooking anything. Really? Well, that's what I'm waiting for. Beets too. Yeah, I had the one I made this morning had kiwi in it. My kids like the juices too. So I add more carrot. Yeah, if I do add anything like fruit wise, it'd be like mango. If I have mango, or I add some mango juice and let that be it. Like I said, I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting there. I said grace. You guys are so you're so patient, and like I said, it's really it's unique having twins and homeschooling twins. It's very unique. It's intense. It's an intense situation. So all of this is, is really, I want to say taking its toll on me, but it's doing a number on me. It's completely different to have, even if you have a couple of kids, they're not in the same grade. I have two that are basically in the same grade. So I might, and I'm going to get into this. There are some things that I don't necessarily like to teach. Everybody has their purposes, but then I have to teach this stuff twice. So that is my dilemma. Oh my God, some days I'm just so spent. It's like, can we just do something else? And so I'm thinking about alternatives. I talked about being creative. I might have to hire out a teacher or something. I don't know. It just depends on how self-sufficient I can get them over the next year, and then I'll determine what I'll do. But yeah, I don't want to burn out. That's the thing I don't want, and that's what I'm trying to look out for with these two. And, kudos to the mamas of twins. I try to follow, you know, mamas of twins, especially older twins. And I know they're not, just because they're twin, they're not all on the same level on everything. But that's a chore. That is definitely a chore. It's more difficult than two singletons or four singletons. So, especially when you have one that works like Monday, because every time we look up, it's always Monday. Like, is it Monday already? And one that works like Christmas. Yeah. It's polar opposite. So if I could half the stuff, you know, if I could just vlog half the stuff, you guys would just, yeah. I try to capture as much as I can, but it's just times and things that make you turn your head. Yeah, I don't get everything contrary to what some may think. I don't even turn on the camera every day. Well, I think it's hard because I have such gaps between my kids that it would be easier if they were closer in grade, so I could do more unit studies. Mm, I think you still can do unit studies, and I know you can because I did it with them and with Jaden, Vicky. I guess they're downsides. Yeah, there are downsides. Like they are doing history together, um, science together. What is the other thing? Geography together. All unit studies. But I catered to him and I catered to them, and we did one curriculum. So it works, and that's me. I'm a unit study, get in here. Like I just showed you, let's just all sit at the table so we can be done. I don't like to have to go individually. I cannot wait until I can just say here because I don't know, too much. We're spending a whole lot of time. Not saying that we shouldn't spend a whole lot of time because you still should be spending a good 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes, even more, on homeschooling because, yeah, this is not an hour thing. But I get tired because I have to repeat the same lesson. So that's what's tiring me. I'm not burning out, but because I have to repeat the same thing. Can't we just all sit down, learn 2 plus 2, and move on? So I was showing yesterday the 3-year-old is getting ready to move into first grade math. Okay, I've been showing her in kindergarten math, so I don't, I know some people are going to be, what? But you've been seeing this child work all along. And she does this book when she wants to, and yeah. But same thing with reading. She's capable. So, if I can get the 2 little ones together, then I'm good. Then the 2 big ones together, then I'm good. But I don't want to go through 4 different times because Javen is now with his dad, so I don't have to worry about him. And Justice too. But yeah, I don't want to go through 4 different lessons all day long. That's just too much. And then I was trying to split it. Okay, you pick whatever folder you want this day or to start with. So maybe somebody may start with blue folder, which is language arts. Somebody else may start with, the red folder, which is reading. So I can just kind of stagger teach. But sometimes, yeah, I just want to let's get your spelling book and get to the table and let's do this so you can be done. Yeah, we'll get there. We will eventually get there. Like I said, with one working a little more independent than the other, I think he's heading towards that. That's why I said I'm thinking about hiring somebody out. We're looking at the possibility. You know. I'm not exactly talking about a physical person, but yeah, there are other options, other curriculums. So yeah, I might have to deviate. And, yeah, but I don't think it'll be a bad thing. But yeah, for sanity's sake, I have to streamline it. I have to definitely streamline it before I burn out. And then I will be saying, all right, let's go to school. Yeah, they don't want to go to school. The kids, teacher, they don't want to go to public school. Yeah, what can you do? I say just, give yourself a lot of grace and pay attention to how things happen and just go with the flow. I don't put pressure on them and I don't put pressure on myself. But, I don't want them lacking at the same time because, the concept of, the reality is a lot of homeschool children are behind. That is just a hard fact. They are behind. And a lot of it is just user error. The parents, oh, we did this and in 45 minutes we got all the subjects. How did you do that? How? I'm curious. What are you teaching a kid? You did school in 45 minutes. Do you follow your state guidelines? Because I don't know any, even us with having no set laws, we can't possibly get through the things that we have to do in 45 minutes, hour. Just you can't do that. And the child actually learn it. So, Cement says, what I realize is sometimes it takes a lot of patience. Yes, ma'am, it takes patience of a saint. Patience of a saint. And that's a lot of times when I'm in the vlog, y'all don't see me, but I have that camera going and I'm sitting there praying. It's like that little saint halo over my head. And I just have to be quiet. Each subject takes about 45 minutes. Yeah, roughly, honestly, it does. For you have to introduce it. You have to get the concepts to them and let them take time to practice it, reinforce it. And sometimes it goes into the next day. So I don't understand how you can do school in an hour or 2 hours. Okay, that's what they're doing. Huh? Okay, it's okay. What happens is they have their work text here, turn to page 20, and they're just filling out the answers. Anybody can do that. You can do that in 5 minutes. Yeah, you can have all your subjects done in an hour if that's what you're doing. But is that child learning anything other than how to write? If that's all it is, then heck, I'm going to tell you the answer. I'm going to read it here. You don't even have to fill it in. Just answer the question and let's keep going. We'll be done with first grade, second grade, third grade. They didn't graduate 5 years early. Girl, our math take 2 hours sometimes or longer. I don't know how they do stuff in 45 minutes for all this. Hello. Stream is like, yeah. I said, it's a fill in the blank workbook type. Yeah. All right, let me go take her speed time with math. Hello. That's that right there. That's her.
Ice cream.
Some numbers missing. It's not the right pencil. I don't have an eraser. She have all kind of issues. And a few minutes, I'm gonna get you some ice cream. Okay, I'm gonna get you some ice cream. But yeah, we're working on it, huh, lady?
Yes.
Yes. She's been reading on her own. Praise the Lord.
Yes.
She's gravitated more since I've just been giving her flex time and not been on her. she's just coming to her own.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you been writing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just leave her alone. And she just, you know, I think even after I did the RTI video the next day, she was in here just sitting down, no time. Had read what she had to read in there, so I didn't help her one bit. And it was up to level. It wasn't something easy. Yeah, she take her time till you tell her she can have something, then she trying to hurry up. So, anywho, let me get myself in here so I can get these kids this ice cream. I guess I can ignore them for y'all. I think she just ignored them. Yes, because I know y'all do it too. They didn't need ice cream at that moment. They had just had lunch. You peeking? But I need to really get in here and finish this dinner. Get this crock pot turned off and finish vlogging the dinner. And get the morning vlog edited and up. So that should end my evening. And hopefully I'll be able to catch a vlog or two from my sub box before the midnight hour. So I will see you all, and hopefully I can come back. I'll take a break. I'm not going to promise anything. It'll be impromptu again, maybe. But I'm trying to. I was just really trying to wait till August because I know a lot of people are not into. Everybody's taking a break right now. So nobody's really watching school-related anything. But, yeah. But I appreciate, you know, for those of you that did come in for our live homeschool, so you guys can just get a glimpse of what it's like. It's not extravagant. You know, it doesn't have to be, but it is what it is. So I will see you all. Say bye.
Wait, let's go on this.
Hey, you want to tell the viewers goodbye?
Bye.
Say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
See you next time. See you next time.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time on Friday.
On Friday. Don't be putting me on blast. She said on Friday. Is it?
It's Monday.
Okay. It's, and the little one chime in, it's Monday. Y'all. Okay, I'm going to try to come back Friday since they said it.
It's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay, thank you for that reminder. Who taught them the days of the week? I need to stop teaching them so much. All right, bye.